Hello, rabbit farming in Ghana. The hiding business secret you must know before starting a rabbitry. And let me tell you one thing, whether you like it or not, the world is changing. We are living in a world there. First of all, let me say once upon a time, there was a hunter. And the hunter has turned to be a farmer. However, one year rabbitry. It is said, if you are here now, we can say rabbitry is just a domestic animal, and also just a pet there. Kindly consider your thought on here, because the time will come when bush meat, we are not going to have any bush meat anymore. This is why you and me, this live video we say, or say taken seriously, because yes, I need use near war bush meat, and they be hobby. And above all, our current situation in Ghana for Galamsey and the water bodies here, the air coastal. Inteneno, bush meat na usro. So I'm inviting you at the end of this video to take an action, a serious action. Consider your thought to say, backyard, timi akipu 4 or 3 pets. Rabbit. Ne chassis eye womo. Se Christmas son na we nya akoko anwe na we rabbit ya is the best so far you can. Se no first time na dey share video ya, nya mi share so akeke video so. Nya botre ne kusie we na bonus wa ye nua one obe share no. Ebe boa am wo how to start, when to start, and the bonus are over for you to start. Senior Mpacho Yemwakwa.
Yes, Uncle Charles, good evening.
Evening, Pachabako dear.
I don't know one way.
Yamiadum, and so young way of I made a say one yamre amaya in Nenumre. Na Nami can be said first and na ye papanum near Nana no more hunters.
Sir.
And they know hunters in Obio. At the intina was a bassa. Now for the future, no say any AS expected before say be chance here with us.
Okay, but that's it. Any this beautiful questioner or through Edema Sabri. First of all, Maminda or Uncle Charles or was it any the SOS team Ninasi or sa opportunity to say Moja Edema Miss. I mean, so remember I met you in the Accra war when it comes to the agriculture in Ghana. Now, to the topic the question you asked, you see, first, said I kind hunting and I joke. Na ye na nanom ne ye papa mo omo asori no mo komure we mu nsem ne bebre enye ne nyina na omo ba omo be ka kire enti no na omo life and kasa were at risk. And then secondly, the forest too, the wildlife reserve also was also at risk. I would say you preserve omo emo no nyina for tourism and other aspects. Nti bo se ba bi kra na ensese nka omo edru no omo be ko ho no esanse omo fi se ho no omo kwa omo benya the game that they want to get for themselves. And all this one na it is not helping the system. And one other aspect kra na say woman e yare ho sem ne say obe hu say boys ya na omo ko chi no obi betumi akọ na odija oboje ni mu a ze kusi no shebo no obo mu a kusi pie na no mu nyina dimika na omodwane na mu di kusi na chi na omaja egya na ɔma sɔ ɛwɔ hɔnom no we say egya no de slow saa na akɔ catch up obi big farm ebi a cocoa farm kɛseɛ ebi a bɛ 10 acres 15 acres na akɔ akɔhye na asɛe nti as time goes on no we thought it wise okay why don't we find a way that we can curb that situation. And that is what brought about this whole animal husbandry that we are doing in Ghana here right now. Because if you want grass cutter to eat, if you want rabbit, if you want any other game, you don't need to take guns and weapons or any other things to the bush at night or whatever. So all the answers will come market just like we are doing for poultry. Okojoma, we have akokono omagusu ohono. And the game, the wild game nankasano, almost also very, very important. They are very, very important that I was almost a baby move. He's also almost partner when it comes to the hunting and other aspects now. This has come to help. The animal husbandry has come to help a lot, so that whatever that we are doing, and you'll be and then forest we will not put people's farm at risk by keeping animals at home.
Wow. And so as a senior, that's first of all, no time I want my na only a better way. Now, one day asks, why rabbit farming and not rabbit as a pet?
Wow. Rabbit farming. You see, in this life, your hobby must give you something. Adebia officer or passion when it jehono, and I say Adebia officer wakoma wosono. It will have the potential of giving you something. It shouldn't just be a passion. It shouldn't just be a hobby. You have to turn your hobby into cash cow. You have to be able to feed yourself from the thing that you call is a hobby. So me actually may one type be a many edgy agriculture. Yeah, and most of me too quite. If you want to have me share send land and sit down na me the way I see I struggle around them. So can't we just make use of this this land that you living is on? It's looking into the whole system. I realize that you see it is good to go into agri, but look at the sector where you think you can. Rabbit farming is important, very good for a lot of reasons. One, you don't need much time. The stress level is low. Two, it doesn't require a very big space. You only need a small area because their cages are packed in layers. Cage, you can make it like four rooms. 4 rooms, over between the back is about 3. So you can put 12 rooms at a place. So like this image you have put on the screen like this. Every side hosts 15 cages. This is the outer part. This is their drinker. So the water will pass through the tank in there, then they'll be drinking it. It's very simple to keep. This cage is keeping, at the moment, it is keeping over 70 rabbits. This cage you are seeing here, at the moment, is keeping over 70 rabbits. So you can imagine, you need a little space. And instead of you to keep rabbit as a pet, whereby you not get anything from it, why don't you maximize it and then make profits, get money from it? Yes, this is the inside of the cage. Good, thank you, Uncle Jazz. So I believe that this rabbit farming is an opportunity whereby people also get to know the importance of this rabbit. rabbit meat has a lot of benefits. It has a lot of benefits that we don't even think of. And I always entreat, or I always encourage people to venture into rabbit farming. If you want to go into agri, you don't need to leave your work you are doing. When I started as a rabbit farmer, I was working at EcoBank, but I was able to put the job together because rabbit is a nocturnal animal. Time a rabbit here active pa anajo. Anajo the rabbit here very active. But in the course of the day, on sheda enye so active, sir. All what you have to do is that you give it feed in the evening. Give it more. More now, dear man, and they grass no own dinner every became. But the normal feed need the idea of dinner. And feed grass and I came no Jana Hona Ko Juma. What the answer maybe say, oh, so I want a cage, massa. Ujana Hopa, obedi grass no woman can crank a crass, upon Juma now bar, no about money be. And one don't know. So you can even just wake up, clean. The cleaning is very important. In rabbitry, cleaning is very, very important. Normally in their cages, probably say ordinary the four limbs, cleaning the skin and the name fair on person who may think a crabby. And every little dirt that you keep in their cage poses risk to them. Every little dirt that is kept with them poses risk to them. And you always have to make sure that you clean your cages. Me, when I was working, I was cleaning my cage every 2 days. But when I came from the bank and I'm now doing it myself wholly, that's my full-time job. I clean every day. I make sure they say omo cage is clean so that they won't get any fungi or bacterial infections, because that is what kills rabbits the most. And they cool rabbits by fungi infections. If not, you don't have much problem. So I say rabbit farming is a less capital venture. You don't need too much to that. Yes.
But if just a material partner or your ex-banker from bank to rabbitry. So how a banker now turning into rabbitry farm as a full-time job? Me pacho, mami, just 2 minutes of explanation about this thing. Now, obi or teaching everyone the frontier, because let me say the main reason I'm a ultimate job bank is obey a full rabbitry.
Okay, I just made us be. You see, in this life, if you really want to make wealth, you don't have to depend on salary. Salary is just for you to pick up yourself from as a beginner. Obe school when so the salary will come in to ease the problem you have at that time. And you don't have to conscientize your mind that it is the only thing that's going to help you to make it. So for us, we went into the bank just to pick up the pieces, and then we also decided to invest, be our own entrepreneurs, just make our own path, then we move on. So coming here, the idea is to just create a wealth of my own, and then also do well to lead people into creating their own. That's why.
For a stress and then officer never share so as kindly subscribe it. Ne like video, no, share video, no, because you see a banker obi a oye jumo bank na watime jai ni bank ejuma so the baba ye rabbitry, no, that means say or was bibia or pesa oni me no share. Inti with that say you be take it too much time, no, me be say ye ko na ye ko hwe enema bia ɛno no koraa ka ho a na senior boaben ɛreka bibi wɔse great topic, meat of the future.
Oh yes.
And I can tell you, say the Missika, you know, but 5 years to come, you know, will be any obepe a bush meat view. And
That's
he,
true.
Umayan who ye, Umayan who ye pa. Okay, senior,
Uncle Charles.
Mr. Boabin say meat of the future. Then I have to ask you why meat of the future.
Okay. The why, what I answer will give to that question is that for rabbit meat, compared to all the others, I would say it is the best amongst all. When it comes to protein, rabbit meat has the highest protein. Every 100 gram of rabbit meat contains it contains 21.8 grams of protein. Every 100 gram of rabbit meat contains 21.8 grams of protein. And we all know what protein does for the body. There is no other meat that can give you that value of protein compared to that of rabbit. You understand? And then also, there are a lot of other benefits that we get from them. There are a lot of other benefits. The tastes, and I sent you a flyer. I don't know if you have seen it.
Medeba.
It is very good. That meat is very, very good for persons recovering from stroke diseases and those who have heart-related issues. Now that good, thank you. Now that in our economy right now, because of what we are eating, there's a lot of toxics in our food due to the galamsey issues and other things. And we need to make sure that those toxics, the negative effect is going to have on us, are going to be cleared. Our system must be cleared enough that it can fight diseases itself. And rabbit meat has that potential of strengthening our immune system because it has low cholesterol. Last time I said we have two types of cholesterol. We have the polysaturated fat and then the polyunsaturated fat. The polysaturated fat live within the organs, inside of the organs. But the unsaturated fats live on the outer part of the organs, giving it strength, walling it. Say intestine no, say lungs no, say any other part of the body now. Ebenya strength around the walls. Enko city inside the organ. Na block organ ejuma. Emane me cause problem for my. So Mr. Babenka say a meat of the future because it has our health in check. The rabbit meat has our health in check. And until Oka say a meat of the future. No. So I agree with him perfectly. It's something that if we keep our eyes on, it will help us a lot.
Okay, and that's it. Now, as for today, because already in any video was about. By the time so I share say questions be about person who answer direct na it me more effective. So but so wuti na so questions na me the link na to wuti me ba na ubebusa
Yes.
yeah Kebabson your number one of supporters in Ibino no was say does the cages cost much? I think say at this time of the all the bonus no be ba na say yeah because we na dia ba. Say o si penny bia.
Okay. Let me be specific to his question right now.
Okay.
In rabbitry, especially as a starter, in rabbitry, the most part I will see compare cages. Let me be honest, because you must have a high quality standard cage. High quality standard in the sense that and just a cage, equipe depth, the strength, cage in strength, and then the type of materials I will be using. we have two main types of rabbit cages. We have the wooden cage and we have the metal cages. Now, if you are doing the metal cage, you need two different types of wire mesh for the metal cage to be constructed. You need the 1x1 sized mesh, and then you need the 1x1/2 sized mesh. And also, you're trying to piece. The word maybe was maybe at 10 years, maybe 5 years. No, we have to buy it in total a coil. Auto coil ni na we be car ya wodia. So to me using ni na so ubenya more rooms. And if you want to use the wooden cages, the type of wood you use is very, very important. Rabbit, why is that? Eduano berry. It is one year papa or berry duana de bechino pico. And rabbit ya bobia or person unya little space be person or explore. And so or we duana space about them the head no betimi awura or best stretching more pie. Opia baby of awura no ntimi fa ho enwura mu bio. Eti kwa na woko sa de bechina rabbit no woko. And secondly, your cage must protect them from predators.
Okay.
With me, I rabbit or baby dogs but if you have a strong cage, dogs need. But one other thing I may advise is that if you want to keep rabbits where there are dogs, you have to keep the dogs as young as they are. Normally, rabbits in engineer boom. So I don't how margin. Now say dogs know that another rabbit in they are making sure say strong cages. Say ya omoko cage no krampo na omuntimi ensay no.
Okay.
Dog no onwe rabbit no obeku no keke oku na onwe. Your cage must be strong enough. Say ya predators no omo entumi enwe ha omo. Ebi ababi no chicken around. Chicken no almost so they always love moving under the cage, and then they will be pecking. They will be pecking under the cage. And mostly yana backs no almost testicles. So bones mesh no hose nim. I know a farmer chicken almost nam cages nasinano. Almost so how do I call it? Back no testicles no man. What I say? The boss came out. It's not only option just to come back and because it's soon for so be. Almost so the testicles number boss nepia one thing. And in rabbitry, Beman Najuma warrior is out in the crossing. On your Juma be our farm Nimubio, or the outside in the year crossing. It is a boss now the bear crossing, and you be or useless. And then the other thing I would say about the cages is the sizes.
Okay.
The sizes must be spacious enough. We have 3 different sizes. We have the 2x2, we have the 2x3, and we have the 2x4. Ebia on a Juma 2x4 is for winners. Ebia Madan Wawo, the man Dawson. What's it? Babies in there from like this cages is 2x4. It's babies near bear 6 crown on bit movie freely. Be and how or more cage in it. And 2x3, we give 2x3 size to mothers. Or on any man bit in a cage in him, nesting box and society cage in him. And I also want enough space. Sebea on your stressed too much. And the cages in the cost in the it depends on what you want to use. If you want to do the metal cages, the cost will be a little bit higher than the wooden cage because of the mesh that we use. Because you can just buy 1x1/2, 1 coil. Wooden cage, a bit amount 20 rooms. A bit amount 20 rooms. But sir, 1 coil na 48 years. 1 coil na no, o the metal cage, o the we say ni na aka ho a. Ubenya bro so I be about 16 rooms. But because you are buying the mesh in any wood no price no difference room. And the difference kakra woman the type of cage na person we no. And I also advise open cage not just say because you want to do rabbit so you are going for any cage. Your environment counts. Like I mentioned, the security aspect counts. Your sanitation counts. Even the weather condition, the direction of the sun and rain. You put all those things into consideration before you choose a type of cage to go with. So that's what I would say about the question.
Yo, that's it. Yentoa so questions ya beba no so. Your penny so the question about. King, the same or some I'll say no, Yenfa a senior the Edinburgh. Or say, can you do a free range without cages?
It's not advisable because you need to prevent what is called inbreeding. So uja free ranger omobefra. It's omofra who say we bunny. Is it rabbit the type beer? Omo genotype no ni nipa de akose kakra.
Wow.
And some mostly people use medical schools sometimes use you for surgical tests. And free range in it there, unless you decide to go with you are doing only meat. So the meat in one there. And you should be careful to study some of the animals because inbreeding, the outcome of the inbreeding, the animals will not be strong. And I think so their growth cycle will be slow. And you will say you are giving them good feed, all right. And normally rabbits when you're 2 months, they got 3 months. Now send the weight every 1.5 kg. At least when you're 2.5, 2.2 kg grana enough. But inbreeding, obetime you 6 months, can only 1 kg.
Yes,
I prefer if you want to do free range, maybe I'm one endorsement. Kakra bi obetime like maybe at 10, 15 be obetime separate you with ease. And then you can't control their crossing. Ko be ma no nya hu oba na be mountain no. Say ye ne maame, say ye ne nua. Oba mountain no. It is our mountain no. Na say crossing be successful no oba baby mother ne wo a. You not even be able to attribute the babies that these are their fathers. And records keeping counts very, very much for a successful rabbit business.
Wow.
Records keeping, who here, so when keep you records here, I want to show you something from my phone. Okay. Let's see. I don't know if it can well be seen. Let me see.
Yeah.
So this
okay.
Every box be a rabbit back record.
Okay.
So the gold color no. The green na your mom across so mom
mouse no chere na soro. Okay. Utimiko. Yeah.
It is all share say na omo ase yellow no so ye mema. The them as a cream color be no ono say we yan cross no. You understand?
Okay.
So records keeping is very, very important. Everything you do in rabbitry, you must keep records of it. Say, anyasa, unshada enhunu esomfaso bebre. At a free range there, I will say, I will not advise for anyone to go for free range. That would be what I would say.
Wow. Okay, but you got the next one. Kim Babson say, how much does one need to start?
Okay, it depends on how you prepare to start it. Like I said the other time, me, when I was starting, I built a 30-room cage from start, and that cages alone costed me 7,000 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
But and you will be able to me at the 7,000 I build the cage in 7,000 and not many a drinking system. Now mentor rabbit, now mentor feed, now mentor bowls. Any a cage in a construction and we are a cage in a carpenter or any wire mesh and 30 rooms. And it depends on the strength, but I would say you start little and grow along with it. And for me, what I'm doing right now is that at my farm right now, I'm doing a setup promo that okay, you can get a 3-room cage, you can get
Okay.
2 females, 1 male, 25 kg of feed, bowls and drinkers.
Okay.
All together, Ubenya, ebe cost you 2,200 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
The 3-room cage, any M1 nyina feed nyina all together, ebe cost you 2,200 Ghana cedis. But to be one
Okay.
more person or start higher than that.
Okay.
Or not there pay how a person was starting on no. And you bet me a share na estimate at the amount. But if you want to go with the package I have on ground, you can get a 3-room cage, 3 animals, 25 kg of feed, bowls and drinkers, all together for 2,200 Ghana cedis.
Okay. Wow. Ken, I think some you sure say Sadi said the questions you said yeah. Oh yeah, oh prayer no na why the obuku with only street young ya me sure say mu wi a mo beje mo dia no. Mr. Ferris mpacha me bwa kwa ba.
Mr. Charles, me do so. I form design.
Nyame adom mpacha ba kwa nso
Yami admo obia hoye.
Kada nyame ase. Senior, wo question bi apeso busa. Na yema yunuane enhoto ne honhoto ne kakra.
Oh, me said that any question be me all kind of very important. Rabbit day. I am an advocate, urban rabbit production. It's one of
Wow.
my area me concentrate on more.
Wow.
Accra, surprisingly, when you say I had me one almost every day. Na me yen rabbit. So na me jai kakra. Na almost every day me a call about if I have rabbit to sell.
Wow.
Almost every day. Okay. That should tell you, say, internet make us a rabbit is the meat of the future. The reason why is what can be brave or can say rabbit, it has low fat, which is very true. A lean meat. So because of say a lean meat in who you be a per fatty meter. Na more than so a white meat compared to our friend cow meat and a cattle
Yeah.
those meat our friend rabbit meat in it are very very lean. It's white meat and people like it. Okay, I have a friend. He calls it the meat. So he calls it the meat. Anytime be out the rabbit, but man, no, he's so happy. And people are getting into it. It is one of the meat I also for those who are interested. No, but me I get into it and make a lot of money out of it. Now, so Osha rabbit production itself, no, it can be big. So what to compare other livestock practices are rabbit production. It's low investment. So, okay, say starter pack in the crown. Unya over 20,000 friend also 2,000 2,200, right?
Yeah.
Ubutum the ashase. So that should tell you say the investment near very very low as compared to say obesha poultry as and as obesha piggery as and as cows, very very low. So there is a very low no. The turnover near very high because the latest almost also maybe between 8 to 12 or between 8 to 12 utumi ehwe omo ye no mu nyina survive a so by 8 by 8 weeks 9 weeks they are ready for the market uhwe omo ye they are ready for the market.
Okay.
So at the same broilers they are ready for the market. Into low investment and then turnover is very 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 high. And one thing I'm back afa new can say urban feeding So urban feeding. One thing is a rabbit can the feeding range, a dozen. So the feeding range, a dozen. You don't have to feed all commercial. We have commercial feed, but if you don't have money to commercially feed them, there are a lot of grasses, there are a lot of leguminous crops, there are a lot of tree crops that you can use to feed them till you are able to supplement it with what? With concentrate. So, Senior Kano is just one of the livestock production area. To my then I get in Pana, we make a little bit of money from it if you are very, very interested. So Okono small scaler, you might not realize the income of it, but Okono commercial scaler, I want to be the importance of it. But one disadvantage I mean say in Ghana, no, people have not realized this meat that much. So market no shada any hobebre. So now many million could be kasa no say to be frank, they don't even have rabbit joint. So he went to Ghana, he was looking for rabbit joint and he never find one. So market I was say rabbit farmers or more education be say now educate people the importance of the red meat, the white meat, the rabbit meat, because chicken adorson. The chicken is good. Chicken is good. It's white meat, but the majority of it is imported.
Antibiotic.
Right. It's imported. And if we can diversify our meat now this area, I think say and so good job. Yamin Kanaho, he's doing a very good job. Personally, it is one area may try say measure BB as we Ghana and later maybe a major contact one of Mashe said me a breeding stock if you know what I'm
Wow. That's good. Senior. Na said na Mr. Ferris kana. Media minim the promotion how mo trase your population no ebeti ne bi ase fa ye meet no ho. Ubetimi akire how to Aqua Farms try to expand this mentality of a rabbit meat no betimi amaya te ase said be ya obi komu a won slow how to sell ne marketing ne ade no mpacho that particular no betimi amaya kakra.
Okay. That's it. Uncle Charles, Sina Felix, that's a contribution. No, rabbits actually has a very niche market when it comes to Ghana here. A niche market because compared to the poultry, compared to the other meat on the market, rabbits ain't sure that you're common to people like that. Uncle Charles, what you think?
Me bacha metonka so yeah metonka.
Okay, so like I was saying, rabbit meat is not that much common when it comes to Ghana Hanum, and people doesn't know much because there's no much sensitization or awareness ever home. And what we are always trying to put across that if you want to be a rabbit farmer, you should consider that the market is in your hands. You are the one controlling the market. You have to search for the market, or you have to look for the market. Wherever the market is, try as much as possible that you will bring the market for people to also get to know what you are doing. So Obertina Sisa, so why a rabbit in every old chance of being a marketer? Unlike poultry now, or Honomana, I'm for about 4 months of rabbit is not normally like that. It's either somebody is recommending somebody to you, or somebody is getting to know what you are doing. So promotion is very, very important. Promotion is very, very important. The social media, your community. Some other guys, we are putting ourselves together. This Christmas, we are just trying to do some Adanko Gala. We will just organize a gala in the community for people to play. Whilst you are playing, you just be cooking around rabbit meat and other things. We
Hey,
have the grilled type, we have the smoked. Yes, we are putting ourselves together, trying to trying to just let people get their way. So you understand?
We
are trying as much as possible. And even next month, we are going to we do what we call manifest every year. Every year we have to showcase what we are doing. This year we are going to Abri. The exact location is not out. If it comes out, I'll post it on my social media and then other platforms for people to know what we are doing. We have to open ourselves out. I have this Ugandan friend, and you know that in Uganda it is a common meat even more than the chicken.
Wow.
Poultry, rabbit is common meat more than the poultry meat. And the government gives them support as well. He told me that every year the government brings them the pure breeds from South Africa and France, sometimes too from Belgium. And they give it to the established farmers at a reduced amount. Because last year I imported 3 rabbits from Germany to Ghana. 3 Palomino rabbits from Germany to Ghana. And the one between them about 19,500 Ghana cedis.
Chele, nyabotre, ode, yebeka so chire. Mami kona anti ko hwe bisisi na se banya hu de betima. Ayaka, ayedeja. Business ya pai. Okay, ode kwaso.
Very
Street
interesting.
yard.
So, and see, imagine said if I breed this animal that costed me, one of them costed me 500 euros. That time euro was our 13.5.
Okay.
And every single one of them costed me 500 euros. Then converting it to CD, it's 19,500 Ghana cedis. It is a me breed this boy we are. Do you think say meton or less than 1,000 Ghana cedis for a baby? So what I say? But for them, the government gives them that support. Government know the pure breed never back. It is the same one person be boss akakraka we ni nyina no. Aban na fa ho ka ni nyina no aba bete so de ama no. Enti obridi wi a obetimi aton ama obi a oye on so person enipa no emboka bebre. But Ghana, if you want to buy pure breed rabbit at the moment is not less than 1,500 Ghana cedis. One. But in other places, it's not like that. It's a price never cost. That is one of the reasons why one niche market Ghana Hanam, because your price no was Accra. And it has to be so because the feed we are buying the same thing the poultries are buying. Me, I feed my rabbit with broiler starter. Broiler starter at my area right now is almost 500 Ghana cedis. Auto broiler starter 1 bag be also auto wheat brand 4 bags. 1 bag of wheat brand is costing 100 Ghana cedis. You understand? And now I'm hosting about 150 rabbits. 150 rabbits in the 7 top broiler starter 1 bag, wheat brand 4 bags. Now me mix here. Apro swaya 1 month 2 weeks ebesa. 1 month 2 weeks. This feed ebesa because I have more rabbits. The more you have, the more you buy feed. And there's a quantity you need to feed them to meet the range you want. And all these things that we are saying, we need to get ourselves much more oriented. We throw the light on this industry. What we are doing right now is just throwing light on the rabbit industry in Ghana, so that everyone can start without the hassle for a difficult market. Breaking through the market is strategic. I have something I call the TSSB: tips, systems, strategy, and business. These four things, if you miss any of them, it's going to be a little bit scary for you, because you need to know how to start, you need to know how to keep the farm, how to run your affairs, how to manage the animals, and then also you need to put the business plan also in check. If not, you'll be working all day long and overcast what in your profit. What in your profit because you didn't check what you were doing. Now I've been in this game for 1.5 years, for just 1.5 years. But I can say to a fact, I haven't actually made a profit, but at the moment, I am not investing much into the my business again. All other investments I'm making right now is coming from the sales that I make.
Wow.
Let me give you a
That is
scenario.
sustainability.
You have one doe. A doe is a female rabbit. Yes, you have one doe. The doe 4 times in a year. 4 times in a year, if all things be equal, it will take you 28 to 32 days during the gestation. One mile crown, one mile crown, and you 5, and you 4. At the end, funny say, year and person or 4 or 3 times. First one or 4. Second one, or maybe appreciation of 2. At you 6. The third time was another 6. What about and 16? 16 no. If you are selling for meat, standard meat price 150 Ghana cedis. And it's 16 we are unya is a bakokura and after 3 months ultimatum 150 Ghana cedis. It is a unya 4 or 150 cedis after 3 months. 3 months no one 600 Ghana cedis. A bit me to feed ato broilers at a wheat brand bako aka home. What do you know at all? Ubesanya another set aton ubenya. Enti ubesa ubetiti bewie no. At the end of the day, ubenya feed isika. Ubenya kakra o de beye expansion. Then you will also get something to buy medication. Rabbit medication no so rabbit mo bebre kakra bi. So ensure that not too expensive to engage in the management aspect. And you should know when to apply each. It's very, very important. You should know when to apply each, either medication, how do I call it? Feeding, the expansion, and then also the breeding aspect. You understand? And then product knowledge. Essential in the sense that, yes, product knowledge is essential in the sense that if you don't know what you are selling, no one will buy from you. You have to know what you are selling. You have to know what you have. And yes, sir, when people are coming to you, they don't know what you have, and you too don't know what you have. Me, before you buy rabbit from me, it's like you are going to school. Even if you are on phone, I will take my time, ask you questions. Why do you even want to invest in rabbits? What do you seek to achieve in this rabbit industry? Someone is in rabbitry for meat production. Someone is in rabbitry for how do I call it? Breeding stock production. Someone is in rabbitry for the manure. In rabbit, there's no waste. There's no waste in rabbit. Me, I sell my manure, I sell the urine, I sell the droppings, I sell the meat, I sell for fresh how do I call it? The breeding stock also. And you should know all these tips and guides before you enter into the industry. And see, that's why the fact that we have a niche market, we can still break through. We can still break through. Just that we need proper guidance. And some of the new family, the new people that we are coming, our new generation in Ghana right now, if you said they are got in a school one, that's the final thing. The actual work is on the ground. Adwuma na ankasa no ɛwɔ fam hɔ no wokɔ fam hɔ no ma na abɛhu sɛ na adwuma no siteɛ. I don't care wherever I'm going to get a feed from. You see, just like Mr. Felix said, rabbits, 80% of their diet is on grass. Just get your fresh grass, wash it with salt water, dry it like a day or two. Sometimes some of the grass you have to dry it just like 5 hours. Keep it in a place whereby it will not form molds. Forming mold they now risky to feed them with. So keep it in a place whereby it's airy and then it will not form molds. You can feed them with it, and it doesn't matter where you are going to get it from. Go get it. Just go make sure that you've gotten something for yourself. You have to ensure that you are feeding your animals well, and that is what we should just focus on. If you do the right thing, you get the right sale, you get the right market for it. In fact, I love doing rabbitry because of the time. As of now, I'm done everything. Then I'm done. I'm not doing anything. If not that, now I'm doing the expansion of cages and I'm also constructing cages for others. And come to me, I can say, me need a juma bia for frubia. Me feed you one of maybe. Even feeding them in the morning and the evening, it's a choice. You can choose to do only one, or you can choose to do two. Me, I choose to do two. Giving them 100 grams of meal a day, I divide it into two. 70 in the morning, 50 in the morning, 50 in the evening. Then I give them the hay. Maybe. I will advise everyone who is trying to enter into rabbit farming to seek for expert knowledge. Don't just go into it. You need to get someone who will guide you, who will hold your hands, give you the requisite ideas that you need. Sebeya, you will know what to do. In times of difficulty, you know whom to call. Very important. You should always have someone that you are learning from. Agribiano, say, Ohochre wabutimi a friend. Now, also so aba na wabama nimdia here. You don't need to go and say, me start rabbit, it's not a carpenter. Even if you are calling a carpenter, the carpenter must have idea of how the cage is supposed to be. Not just any other carpenters. And the knowledge. May can say, despite the fact that me because no. And on said the farm. No matter how much you are also learning from us, you should also try to learn on your own. Get other knowledge elsewhere. Don't depend on only one source of knowledge, because maybe what I'm telling you to go and do, that's not what I'm doing on my farm. I got this thing. Obi share me video be on TikTok. And our friend say, the way I was video more partner the video money at the day, and so you say. And because I need too much knowledge on it, me find advice, I could just, to be honest with you, almost like 6 months, I mean, one do grammar and the reason is that Rabbitin said, or started say, or picky yin saying, or cross no start or picky yin saying. Anytime or person or DBB, and there should be food in the cage. And yes, sir, they can automatically diffuse the baby in their system. And bad one thing, also are successful. And to both the baby and one no oil, but crossing not on him. So one day I sat down, I said, me making mistake. Let me go back to my feeding pattern and me call back to my feeding pattern. Now, trust me, every single month I see babies. Today like this, 2 of my female rabbits gave birth today, just about 6 p.m. Yeah, me know Bako was 6, Bako was 5. You understand? And I'm expecting more babies from Friday. From Friday, I have about 5 of them that I'm expecting them to give birth on Friday. Let each one give me 5 babies. Manya 25. And then minya 11. Friday minya 25 can one I say. I the farm no. So these animals, or the more than per uni farm, uni market, sell it 100 Ghana cedis each. If and let's say you have 30 rabbits and you are selling each 100 Ghana cedis, and you have 3,000 cedis. You use just 3 months to raise them. Yeah, no. From day one, when you have 3 months per, or you're ready for the market. And for 3 months, when you have 30 rabbits, now to me, will be 100 Ghana cedis now. 3,000 in 3 months. And you're bad. 1,000 cedis 5 feet, 2,000 now can you now
Senior, me pesa me deal
Agribusiness.
back as a now shame because now we a banker and I would be a full-time farmer, rabbitry farmer. Okay, camera imo. And then I will ma this generation, the generation Z yeah, a woman.
Okay.
Manenko,
I hope I'm here, Uncle Charles.
yeah, what you call?
Okay. What I will say is that now, there has been too much over reliance on the colonial education we have. I call it colonial education because we are not the foundation of the education we have. Africa, Ghana, the school na ye kono enye ye ni ayensa na adwuma. Broni na chichere de bre ye say ye course school. And yes, see that we are now living in the global world. The globalization yen ka ho bi yen jintum say yen ka ho. Have you seen, take a look at it, say Broni ba Ghana hanom wa you say or ye investor and now ye expatriate. But yen ko Broni krum dia ye immigrants. And you can see obi ever graduated from university in Ghana, obeko abrichiri na adwuma a woye no. Sebi, it's nothing to write home about. And so Ghana hanom one certificate in holy so high. Young school no. Yenya knowledge in school ni boy amaya shape your home to a certain extent. But enya no na ebe ma ye di ye. Yen jintumu sa. School ni de be guide yen. Ye be twere, ye be ka brofo, ye be dress it. It's all good. But adwuma na nkasa wo form. Enti yakọ school na wie. Ye wie school na de na ye. So should we hold our certificate and be hungry? No. Put the certificate down. Pride yourself with it. Name adwuma no de fa wonsa na ye. Fa wonsa ye adwuma no. That's the first advice I will give to them. And then the second thing I will say is that go back to ages. Find out or look out for what your great-great-grandparents were doing, what your grandmothers and your grandfathers were doing. That's what we call the how do I call it? The generational career or something like that. Adwuma now na namu eye no. Bise mu maame wo fa bi ho no ene ne international bisa no. Wona na we no e di adwuma. Ubehunu sa adwuma na men fan no say the first no mo yere ni bi. Afi try to commercialize it. Masika mrem. Find a way obeye na ebe no so this ka be brew. Don't just sit down and train say obi ba be fa adwuma. Adwuma no de nipa every school nye nipa ketwa. We have more than millions of people that graduate from school every year. And the work now employers no and also. The employers are few and the employees are many. And what I would say is that let's try to look out for something we can do. Yɛne ankasa yɛnhwɛ sɛ yɛbɛyɛ biribi ama yɛn ho. And ɛbɛboa. Like I said earlier, salaries there yɛde twitwa yɛn ho. Yɛmfa nyɛ yie. Wopɛ sɛ usikasɛm no bi bia toto yie a salary no, wode salary no boaboa no kakra na de awura bibim. Na wo nso so wode anya bibi abedi. So this is what I would say to the new era, or this our modern day generation people. Let's not just sit down. Na yɛnhwɛ sɛ yɛwie school nti no ano no. Yɛmfa yɛn nsa nyɛ adwuma. Ɛfa so bɛba so.
Wow. Ebusuafoɔ, senior kwai ne ne kasa no. Oye obi a oye banker, oye adwuma banker. Ɛna wɔde agyae na ɔde aba full-time rabbitry farmer. Enti deɛ ɔka no onim. Sika na
Let me clear. I worked with EcoBank at the agency banking department for 4 years.
Wow.
EcoBank, agency banking, and in Kumasi here, Kumasi Sao will be our recruiting agent. Pa, they are my EcoBanker. Manya one I made two. Not too proud myself. They know. In Kumasi there, Obia or Nimi Bia in terms of EcoBank there. That's how it is.
Wow. Enti se also wo ho na se also ye teacher anaso ye nurse ya. Ubetimi ahya ase se de ono hya ase ye apepepe. Na afu ye chire no sika na eba anaso wo se niema mu ye ma wa. Then you take your final decision so be there ubeko full time. Anasa so na no be part time as a part time farmer, and still na no odi bosumi akati so ye de ekofie. But dear me person me di video yi ekwa wiye. Ene say bush meat na ye tato wie no. Ine is at risk. If I'm not afraid to say it's at risk. Enti omo ano mo bush meat ni nyina no. A number no mo be say it's up to you and me. Stay by day. Ye be educate ye chrome for, because enam na ye kano wo mpe o but obi pe eno mo ko restaurant no ye fa nam ni fra brochiri just outside Ghana ene de bre no mo we restaurant enti wo de ne se wo be ye wo mo no ko hwe restaurant na omo tonko ayi no rabbit meat wo ho no se wo anya bi na omo anyi wantum a wo bi o joint pe entel dokno efa ka ho chiwamako faka ho peshe to wura no na ye bi ka ho wo dia no you maximize it value chain senior for contact go my ni enko any bonus in your second
okay, my final words. First of all, let me thank you and the SOS team for this wonderful opportunity. Mr. Richard, Mr. Felix, and every other person. Yes. Thank you all for the opportunity. And then what I will say to the general public, and it's there's a lot of opportunity great sector. Rabbit ni mo hon. Obetumi aye rabbit. Even before you sell a rabbit car, you can still get something to sell. Toilet, droppings, a high, how do I call it? Manure, the best manure you can ever find. One of them. And then their urine are the same thing. So you can be selling these two even before say rabbit meat crab ready. So we toby. And I say obenyini so be betono and the nakwa start farm. You can get this market from this side. And moreover, let's grow Ghana, let's eat Ghana, let's promote Ghana. We grow Ghana, we eat Ghana, we promote Ghana. The economy depends on masum na ye maame mo ene ye nyina ye bi no. The lots of the few ones now mo import normal backroom ha no omo ndoso. They are not as many as ye na ye daily trade no. Eti no meka say mo nyina ye nyere ye ho ye nye. Rabbit said na nkacha so kana. In case you don't have the market, Ubia mai. One kasa build a stand. Build a stand for yourself. Now, very soon, Akos Rabbit Cuisine will come out, whereby we will be doing the grill stand. Wow. Yeah, whereby we have the point and kill. We have the kebab ones. The auto kebab now you can buy. Opesa will point in the amount fresh one instant. You bear the amount. So all those things are there. Now, also so what to me enyabi now they are making out of it. But for starters, I have this Akos promo for you. That is for the benefit, for the purpose of this interview. I would say with 2,000 Ghana cedis, I've taken away the 200 cedis and charge.
Oh, thank you.
Because of the audience here, I've taken away the 200 cedis. So I'm giving it out for 2,000 Ghana cedis for a startup. Wherever you are, the location and the locality, everywhere you are, you can call on us. Yebeba. Now, the only thing I can 2,000 is transportation. Opesa me build or hana oba befa metima build setup ni na hana oba befa de ko. Opesa me build or honum edema wa meba be build e wo the amount. Na also so what started a rabbit farming. So with 2,000 Ghana cedis, you can get 3 rabbits, 2 females and 1 male. You can get 25 kg of feed. You will get drinking system, automated drinking system. You will get feeders. Now also there. And I encourage every one of us, the youth and the old, retirement. You can do this. One was say what's our bread. And you see, retirement, I realized that those people who goes on retirement without anything doing, they die early. Because what if I cause on they be keeping active. Get yourself involved. Come and hook on. Now also keep yourself busy. In as much as say Emma was canon, so abuam what and the amount. And Marcos Farms, we are located at Kumasi, Chronom to be precise, Adonko factory. And Ghana, the Adonko, because of the kind of products I'm about into a common to be a Adonko, but the factory itself, Kumasi, Chronom, before so we do Adonko factory, we do an Akos Farms and Agribusiness. Yeah, billboard nisi kwa kama pa. Na also so do on na waiting so afre your phone numbers and now waiting my social media handle ni bia so na only heading come social media, your YouTube, your Instagram, your Facebook and TikTok. My TikTok Akos Farms. TikTok when you call TikTok now about Akos Farms on Instagram, Facebook ni na Akos Agribusiness. Instagram and Facebook is Akos Farms and Agribusiness. Then the YouTube is Accra TV. Accra AKORASEI TV. AKORASEI. Now the TV account and only your YouTube account and baby person only interactive no ba obenya. Phone number no so 0546 23 07 34 0546 23 07 34. Okay, there's a question here, Uncle Jazz.
Yeah.
Say,
Abusiafo, sɛdeɛ ne
correct.
first na de hyia ɛsɛ wasi a na wonim how a ɛsɛ wasi si fa nhyia a yɛdeɛ say Ghana agriculture ene ni agripreneurs ebe take move no na yetime afidi ye ho. Okay, apart from that ye say a community a ye patronize ye ho. Enti say the wo hwe no ye nuan de wo ye ene ya nya bre ama na wo dey o promote no ho at the same time o kyerɛw ade ebetima boa ma wo so wetima ye bie ama anti wo so de wo ye ono so ye no so wetima be ye bie na wo so wetima de akoso because ono nko amu no ontimi mfidi the whole Ghana. Saa so na wo so wo bibi ye a wo ye a eye kua ye dwuma ne niema na wo betima hwehwe e kira kwan ye ne wo bedi nkomo se de ne ye nua ye di nkomo yi na yetimi a promote wo so but at the same time no yetimi ayede am obi from so anya advantage bi so be sua bibi afrim no so tima atima ye bi emu bie. But what I want to invite you to say nyame aduma every Friday bia so no ye wo live session ye said and the ye pepe. And this coming Friday, you know, I did the initial mix it. And as you can see, you know, grow what Ghana needs. 2026 demand event. Just say, I did be a title no money in Hong. And the money can say title into Roma because Unimon Samoa, ye becan as Ashimo. And what you don't know no, is what is costing you in this life. And you won't come make a be. Enti se waba misre wada se see subscribe to a YouTube channel no miaso ne mia notification bell no every day bia ye postu niema e wo YouTube ho ye postu a live blog eniema ye sua ye wo WhatsApp community ho bra na be join ne sua niema enye say bia wo be join just to make the numbers yo, but what I want you to know is say wo be join asua bibi because every day bia post na eba no there one thing here about for you. Mama yen from ko enti nyame adoma Friday what grow what Ghana needs. And here me mix it. Invite others and so. If we say ebeje pa because anyama we say emanko for mix sika wo Ghana papa. Senior me pachona ye penny Mr. Man no busa say be ma ba ko and ma say no betimi ahodu wo how many females can one male handle?
Okay. Rabbits are highly polygamous. Highly polygamous. And on a normal, yeah, nanka, one female or one male can go to 10 females. But for you not to stress the back, no, someone stress it, be man be brain, you know. Me, I prefer that 1 male to 5 females. 1 male to 5 females. On my farm like this, I am doing a 25 doe unit. A man I'm doing breeding in 25. But a member me use on my farm year 6. So sometimes, most often, I rest one. Then I use the others for every cycle. You know, 1 to 5 is okay. So we are better than bravery.
Okay. Another question about where the different cry. Or say how can you help if I already have about a rabbit farm but it needs growth?
Yes. We need to help each other. It's
Wow.
depending on the kind of help out here, we can get in touch. It's after this program, if you have that issue, you can just call me. Then let me know the state of the farm and the kind of MWA we here now. Na you're connecting boy. This is a practical question, so that will be the answer I will give.
Wow. Not for particular thing, what can we be? Okay, the baby, but I be see my dream. Now say obi from baby obia na obeko. Now let me say because I know you say Kumasi. Oko Temaside. na okwa ye cage no e wo mo ho site ho na wantimi anwie na ade kyew ade sanwa nipa no na ebe supply o yen kan say diane ni bebia da anase accommodation ni ayi anase eno no ya aside but obetima kyerem kakra o kakra.
Okay. It depends on the package you want me to do for you. If you want me to take everything in full, me babe a full setup, amount there consultation can be consultation, the cage setup, and everything all together. I know there it will take me like 2 days to complete. It's I don't know package in the home. But maybe over say maybe a cage in Kwan the mount. Depending on the distance, I will look at the distance and then I'll calculate the time I can may use. But on a normal day, make me the day I have 12 room cages.
Hey,
if I get to the location, like let's say before 9 a.m., MO4, no, I have 12 room cages every.
wow.
So, and
How you
even
carpenter
if
na
that
say
yes,
we farmer?
but just say,
We carpenter na so we farmer.
we learn every day on the job.
And
And
how can
if
say
that
I was
yes,
so
I mean,
new
so
you know.
if that yes, I mean, so say location be on my yeah, now me very familiar so I will know how to navigate my way. But baby, I mean, familiar the over minimum the cost and the cost. Where I will sleep and then my feeding will be my cost.
Okay, nya botre ma me na you senior bright here the question biaba. Good evening, please watching live from Sprinters. Hey, Accra Day. In fact, I've learned a lot today. Mo nyamishra, why are there? Thank you so much. Sanity, that's it. So what say umre. That's a pass what say umre because say a seminar na me yeah. And can nipa 16 eba no too much for me. Nti say 16 saa free mo nyina mo ye life na mo tie de ekoso na senior bright etimi a kire se ne watimi asua no wasua lot dia that means say ene yansa ye mre kwanti ye da nyame ase na de a mesre mo no say wo a won like video no like mame na share video no if we say this type of videos no eboa o like na o like no any comment no eboa ma YouTube also recommend video no but at the same time no yetimi mankofo aware e wo de ekoso a wo munim because you see na no ye banker enne wo de abaye full rabbitry farmer etimi sremo ada unya some information we na emfa nhye wo nkwa ho share ena wo so wo ye bibi nsusu a branani ye meka na ebe kire ni nsusu yentimi mfa ye nsusu ye mboa wo ye betimi aboho dawura ma wo na wo susu dwumadi no so ayedai akoso because we are a community. Okay, yedi besia but say the music no nyame adoma Friday don't mix it because grow what Ghana need yedi data nyina be de ebe ta kire ama mahu enema ekoso ewo yemamu anyhow 2026 if you are a farmer ube move better so be prepare to face 2026 since say ube na 2026 na to na wo hu ba bia wonye de wonfa nyame nhyira se wa se umre no se u data nyame nhyira se wa share video na mo bi na wa like na wa comment in your support me da say ye community and as a community we move ne na wo hu so mfa so madachi bi no beka se me okan ampa. I know what I'm saying. And until the bones are rotting, we will keep going on. Senior Ferris, me but you can be now inviting for Friday night. Yes, I saw an infant so dear, Medashe.
Oh, yo, that's Mr. Charles. Nah, it's here for you now. Yeah, Friday, yes, so be a banner. Yeah, what we can do differently based on the demand, agricultural product demand in Ghana. So, Friday and a very interesting discussion. Be umbrella. Na yɛda yɛn nua no so ase nkyerɛkyerɛ no akɔ yie paa nea ɔyɛ no so ɔnkɔ so nyɛ saa na yɛ menka ne ho tene kra mɛka afa ho ane meda ase
yo senior nyamia inshira yenso so yɛda ase wo a o pese oba WhatsApp community nso so no you should contact we say me email no o send me email na yebedi nkomo wachire na onsa aka link no na wo de aba join your contact in your WhatsApp community no and so no nye nyema nyina na post no Facebook or post no WhatsApp or vice versa nti momra na momra me de emra join na into na momum na more and more there's more coming so much a year interesting until me mix it stay up tuning na wa me say the news na everybody da mo nyina ase videos ni nyina bebrebe ho how to grow a system, how to create a system, and how to turn your farm into a system. Uko SOS one ya videos ni nyina ho banana has avocado and how to turn garbage crowd so ho. Yami shira mu nyina ye de besia say nyame ado be share Friday. Mwa bye. Sinyako say wo de oni bibia kan ti 26 so.
Me ba join.
Okay, that's nyame shira. Munya botere mame me munya botere mame openia bechere ye. Ebusia fo mama nko munya botere na openia bechere. Openi Mizameno. Okay, na obechere for yenkomo ibedi na chere nye okay. Me the link in it